Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So, yes, this is part 5 of my visit to the Village Antiques Market in Weedon in Northamptonshire. Yeah, so I still got man flu, it's pain, but I'm not going anywhere, so I'm just doing these movies. So, but anyway, I think this is a good one. I try to learn something myself and give some learnings away while I'm doing it, and I think this is got some nice things in this one there, quite interesting. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's get on with the film. So in the back here, we've got this vase. He's got it listed as Murano, but this is also Romanian. But I've seen one of these with a label on it, and it says made in Romania, RU, which is the pre-1975 spelling. So this is a pre-19, so this might be from the 60s even. So yeah, it's quite, I've not seen them with that bit of green on the edge like that, but yeah, it's splatter effect, so all it takes is one chunk to get in there, and that's the colour you get. So I'm looking in the 20th Century Glass website, and yeah, so when I saw one with a label, it was at Badby Antique Centre. Yeah, if you want to go back through those videos, there's one there. But here's one with the label on as well. And this one is actually still for sale for £20. He's dropped it from 25 to 20. Paduria Niagara or Temesti factories. Yeah. And this one actually has the Romania label, I think. So I don't know if you can read it properly, but yeah, it's the same label as the one I saw. So yeah, I'm quite, well, I'm surprised myself in a way that I was able to find this so easy, and it was so accurate to what I'd said, and that I wasn't just trying to BS my way out of stuff. Yeah, so that's actually so alike to what we were looking at. It must be the same mould for the shape and everything. It's got quite a cool salad service here. Look at this. Look at these. They're cool. They're so 70s. They're rosewood handles. And then you've got your centrifuge bowl. I don't recognise it with a little flare at the bottom. Yeah, I didn't see that. And he doesn't recognise it either. Glass salad bowl. Yeah. I'll agree with that it's vintage glass salad bowl, but yeah, I don't know either. Got a bunch of Whitefriars lookalikes in, and all different ones. So these ones are Ravenhead. This one's Tajima, and you can see it's a bit better because it's cased. See, these are just solid colour. This one's cased. These ones are Davidson. Yeah, and but there's something a bit else interesting over there. We have 3 lots of bark vase there. None of them are Whitefriars, and it'd be interesting to go through the different kinds. Also, of the bark vases that are out and about there, the ones that we were looking at are probably the least mistakable for Whitefriars. Okay, so but there are 3 different kinds. The first one we were looking at was actually a blue and white one like this. It's Ravenhead. You can see here, look, it's got like not a rim, a sort of mark around the top. It's a bit thinner around the top, and then the patterning is very vertical. Yeah, you can see here. It's very vertical. They did do some other patterns. This one, which it is cased and more like real Whitefriars, but these ones that we were specifically looking at have this. You can see here. Look at this. Yeah, and here, yeah, that's a telltale sign for them. Then the next one we saw was a Japanese one called by the company called Tajima, and they've got it here, and you can see it's cased, and the little texture is a bit strange. It's in little worms. I'll describe it that a bit more horizontal, you know, or diagonal. You see here, and then it's got a cut top, and then the base is pressed glass. So you can see it's a pressed glass piece very clearly from the base, because it's got like a pressed in pontil mark kind of thing, but it's cased. Can you see the clear glass at the bottom there? So you've got coloured glass coated in clear glass, and then you can see the clear glass at the bottom where it's a bit thicker. Yep, so that's that one. There's no date on this either. And then the next one we're looking at is Davidson, which is this one here, which is not cased. It has a similar texture to the actually, let me go back to the Tajima one. If I go back to the Tajima, this one here, okay. One thing I should point out with them, okay, so this is the one that's exactly like the one we're looking at. Is hexagonal, and it's amber. But yeah, if I scroll down, they do there's round ones, there's square ones. They all have the same wormy structure. They're all cased, I think. Yeah, and there's multicolored ones. So there's a whole plethora of stuff. They've all got a cut top though. I think there's a bit more on the next page. Yeah. So that's the end of them. So yeah, they do round ones, square ones, hexagonal, but they all have this wormy look to the texture. Then the next one, let's go on now. This is Davidson, and yeah, this is the only one they've got on the website. But oh no, there's a couple of them, but this is the only green one. The base is not pressed in, see, but you can see the pressed glass texture to it because it's flat. You see all the ripples, and you can see the texture is not quite the same. It's like little lumps, not like the wormy one that you get with the it's not horizontal, but it's not wormy like the Tajima one. Can I get this to go back a page? Oh no, cross that there. This has got the label on it, which is very rare, and also the top. I'll show you the top. It has a very short, thickened edge to it, rim. I'll describe it as, yeah. Whereas the Ravenhead one's like has a squish, more flatter, squashed in rim that's a bit deeper. It comes down to about here. So yeah, that you have to know is the answer. You just have to keep looking, working it out, and coming back and looking online, and just they're similar, but they're not the same. I think their values are very similar though. So from that point of view, you can clearly say they're not Whitefriars because they don't look like Whitefriars, but I don't think there's a massive difference in the value, because really you're just buying a look here, and whether it's Japanese or, you know, Tajima, Davidson's or Ravenhead doesn't make much difference. I think the Tajima ones are slightly better quality because they're cased, and also you've got those multicolour ones which are probably a bit nicer. But yeah, I don't think there's a massive difference in value. There is a Whitefriars bark vase. Look at that. Oh, let's get it out, Let's have a look. Yeah, nice little pontil. That looks completely right to me. I'm not the guru of this, but that looks good, and I think the price is okay because it's, you can see, I'm putting it against my hand here, and I think it's like 8 or 9 inches tall. So yeah, I think that is a decent price. I don't know if I should be snapping it out of their hands or not, but I think it's a good price. We're looking at the 20th Century Glass website, and here we are. It's because I did actually test my hand against a ruler to check, so it was a 7.5 inch. They also do a 6 inch and a 9 inch, but this is the one I was looking at was a 7.5 inch one. It looks all good for what we saw. It's a 9690, designed by Geoffrey Baxter, and it's from 1967 to 1980. So if you look at the base, you can see it was like this with the pontle mark and everything. So that one, because if you see one without a pontle mark, it's a copy. Okay, there are copies flying around, so you have to be wary of that look exactly like this, because they've used the same molds, but there's no pontle mark. So yeah, just be aware of that. Or if it is, it might not be polished, it might just be roughed out. I'm sure there's ones now which do have polished pontle marks, just because everybody now knows the ones without pontle marks are not right. But anyway, yeah, if it hasn't got a pontle mark, which I've seen a few of, and there are actually people selling Whitefriars style ones for £30 on eBay, but they're just saying you can buy the look, it looks exactly like it, and it's 30 quid. There you go. So they're not monkeying around trying to sell it, but then those end up being passed on. Anyway, I want to know, is £65 a good price? So this is the sold section, and the first one here is £65, but it's plus postage, so it's £3.71 cheaper than that. But there's one, and this is probably peak price now, because if someone was buying it as a present, you'd want to make sure it arrived in time. So 29th of November that was sold. So that was never getting to you for Christmas because it was sold on the 21st. Whereas this one sold on 29th of November, £99. Yeah, prices make difference. I mean, colours make a difference. I don't know exactly how. To my eyes, the orange ones are the best. Just, yeah, orange. This one's cheaper. This one's £50. This one, an offer was accepted, but it was on at 80, so it's probably nearer 80. I think, and this one was 75. So, yeah, I think. Hang on, what's that? Oh, that's a 6-inch one. So that's, yeah. Oh, that's a cheap one. Back in the October. So yeah, I think £65 is a good price. Yeah. So yeah, if you were looking for one, get yourself down to Weedon. There's one. It's at a decent price. You can check it out. It looks good. It looks in very good condition. Because that's always the advantage of buying over eBay. You know, you're not getting something with any bruises or chips or whatever. You can have a good eyeball of it and make sure it's all good before you walk away with it. If you get something over eBay and it's chipped, you just got the hassle of sending it back and everything. But anyway, that's my thoughts. A nice thing to see that I can actually pick up and hold. We've got a couple of Chinese glass sculptures in the back there. I think the maker is called Hip Top or something like that. I can look those up because they're on Alibaba, and yeah, so that's quite interesting. I'm here at the High Top Crystal website. It's a Chinese glass making company. They make other bits and pieces. The section I'm on is Art Glass Trophy, and in actual fact, the green. So I think they've been making these a while. They pop up. You can buy them through Alibaba as well if you're that way inclined. But yeah, I think this is what we were looking at. This one here. Oh no, this is a two-tone. So it's similar. Because one of those was two-tone. This one's two-tone, but not quite the same colours. Yeah, but the style of it is the same. And you know, the little box down here. Can I click this and make it big? Oh yeah, there you go. So the other one was two-tone but different colours. This one's got one of the same colours. The blue, I think, is the same colour as what we were looking at, but this one has got blue and green, but is actually the same box, the same swirl shape and everything. So I'm happy this is who made it. And as I said, I've been seeing these a while. This company is 15 years old, I believe. So yeah, it could be as old as that. It's probably within the last 10 years though, I expect. But anyway, that's what it is. Yeah, we've got a nice Costa Boda Bertil Valen little bottle here. Look at that, that's cute. It's got £95 on it. I suspect that's a right price for it because they're not cheap. I know that much. And then he's got a huge Rihimaki vase there. He's got £90 on that. And seeing as it's not your standard size, that might be right too. So I've come to the Mother Sweden website, and yeah, this is Bertil Valen. He's looking like a real artist dude here with his beret and everything, around glasses. A bit younger. Actually, before I go and look at the glass, I'll show you something else from 1958. Look at the hair. Look at that. He must have been super cool in 1958. But anyway, let's get to the glass. Okay, I think it's this. This is what it looks like it is. It's a bit like one of these, but rounded. I can't find anything on here that's exactly like this. If I go back a page, because they're actually selling them here, and I scroll down to the bottom of this page, he's got two other bottles, but these are a bit fancier. This one's, and they're newer, I think. This one's $150, and this one's $100. Actually, if I go back to Antica, oh, where's it gone? Go there. Come on. What's it doing there? It's doing all weird stuff. Go here. There, oh, there it is. What was the years on that? I think it's older. I think it was 1977. I didn't look. Yeah, 1977. So these are older. So I don't know where that puts them in the price point, but I couldn't find any that were for sale. So yeah, still a dude though. Anyway, that's what that bottle is, and it was £95, which compared, if it's in the same price range as the other bottles, it's probably about right. So here we are looking at the 20th Century Glass website, and yeah, so this is the vase that we were looking at. Unfortunately, other than saying it's a Rihimaki, calling it an undulating vase, it's big, it's 11 inches high, so it is the right one, because that was a pretty big vase, and hence the price, because a lot of them are sort of like down when they're sort of like 7, 8, 9 inches, and this one's, you don't realize that extra inch or two is actually, by volume, makes it more monumental piece. Anyway, so this is it. Unfortunately, there's no more information than this. There used to be catalogues, online catalogues for Rihimaki, but that site has died. I know that because there were links to it originally, and those have now disappeared out of here, and when you tried to go to it, it was closed. Otherwise, I'd have downloaded those catalogues as well. But anyway, yep, it is definitely a Rihimaki piece, because I know 20th Century Glass knows, because they had the links to the site that had the catalogues in, so that's where they would have got their information from. And down here it's got some Canada glasses from Home Guard. Yeah, these are Perlucan ones. I don't know what's he got on the label. Let me go and have a look. I can't see it from here. 8 Canada, fine, Home Guard, yeah. I might be able to give you yeah, it is a Perlucan designer anyway, but I might be able to give you a date for that, because that'll be in the book, I'm pretty certain. And he's got 8 for £75, which is under a tenner each. I don't know if that's a good price or not, but for buying a lot though, there's always quantity has its value in this kind of thing, in that obviously, if you wanted to make a set of 8 and you were buying them individually, there's a lot of work in that. And then if someone's done that work for you and there's 8, there you go. You're going to pay a little bit of premium just for it to be 8 over the top per glass, I'm talking about. So yeah, you need to think on that. This website is hardernet.dk. It's the Danish Glassworks Resource Museum. So HomeGuard is a Danish company. So yeah, it's glass in here. It's not actually the easiest website to find things in. You just have to scroll a lot. But when you do find them, you know it's going to be great, because look, here we go. This is the Canada. It says Canada/Scanada, and it's got clear and green. But the grey is kind of like a greenish grey, so that's where that comes from. So smoke, they're calling it here. But anyway, yeah, they've got all the sizes and years and everything, measurements down to the ½ centimetre, it looks like. In fact, 0.7 there, so yeah, very tight measurements. And then just to knock it home, they've got pages out of the catalogues for different years. At the top here, look, let me show you. Here it's got the catalogues, so they've got 59 to 65, 67 to 73, 73 to 70, 85. If I just click that there, it just jumps you down, and there you go. There's the last catalogue that they're showing it in. So yeah, this is if you're looking for something that's, is it right or wrong, this is very definitive, at least for HomeGuard, and there's some other lesser glass makers in Denmark as well, but HomeGuard is the one that everybody's looking for. So there you go. He's got another one of these bowls here, and I'm starting to think, is it IKEA? It looks to be the same size and shape as the other one. I don't know. Turn it over. Come on. What's he got written on it? HomeGuard. Yeah. Perlukin. Doesn't have as much of a rim as the other one, but that might just be the colour. Yeah, but it does seem fatter and wider than the, in fact, overall bigger than the IKEA ones. So yeah, I don't want to fight that one. So I've really struggled to pin these bowls down, the IKEA bowl and the Zealandia HomeGuard one. They're very similar, and I've been punting around trying to find some sort of definitive difference. There are other bowls that are like this. If I scroll down here, there we go. This one here. See, this is distinctly different. Yeah, this is a Magnor one, so this is Norwegian. It's got this edge. There are other ones with edges, but they're wider, and there's all sorts of things going on. But anyway, here, because I'm doing a specific IKEA search, these are IKEA ones. Okay, what I've noticed is that they're higher at one end. I've found this one on Pinterest here. You can see it's higher at one end, like the one that we were looking at, the bluish one. This one actually has a little, looks like a label on it. That looks like, I mean, it says it's on eBay, but it's sold, so that's no good. But I think that's the, it says something like quality hand blown, that label there. I think this is a Polish one. So, but anyway, I think this is an IKEA one. It's higher at one end. They also have a slightly more egg shape. So the high end is a bit more pointed at the bottom end, so it's not like a true oval. Now, I have managed to find this. So this is on Hardernet, Danish Glassworks Resource Museum. Okay, it's got all of these, but what's nice is, here we go. Here's a catalogue picture from, I think this is the, what year is it? 59 to 65. Yeah, it's this one here. There we go. Can we open that? No, but you can see it's one, because they've taken it completely in profile, it's relatively level. Yeah, slightly high, but not as high as at one end. And this picture here shows you that it's supposed to be level. Yep. And also it's quite oval, not perfectly oval, but not as egg-shaped as the IKEA one. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for going forward. That difference. Yeah, it's so tight, really. But you can see this is why I was sort of like looking at the brown one earlier, going, yeah, it's wider. It's got a wider look to it than the IKEA ones, and got less of a point at one end. So yeah, very difficult to pin down. Lots of different sizes as well, so that's not going to help you. Yeah, it's anyway. It is if you're just going for the look, go for IKEA because the prices are very different. I just found this here. Here's a sandy one. This one's marked somewhere on here. There you go. Home Guard, 1960. So £315. Yeah. So if you just want the look, get IKEA. If you want the real thing from 1960, yeah. And there's like some others on here, £219. Yeah. This one looks a bit more pointy, but anyway. Oh, nice Stromberg side. Anyway, distracted now. Back to this. Yeah, the real one, wider, more oval-shaped, level. It's worth knowing that because the price difference is tenfold. I think I already highlighted that if you're looking for bits, this is a great place to come because they have lots of bits and and then you've got lots of knobs, and more knobs, and more, and then you've got a few tools down the bottom. Yeah, this is a great place for, if you've got a bit of broken furniture, come and looking for parts for it. Yay. J.G. Durant. Now, I've got £48 on this, and normally these are very cheap, but normally they're very small. So, how tall is that? That's about 11 inches, I think. And it is just pressed glass, but yeah, you don't normally see a big piece like that. And then they've got a Murano. It's not a cockerel, it's a pheasant. Yeah, I think that's okay. I've seen who made these, I can't remember. Yeah, I'll look it up. So a couple of days after I filmed this, this picture appeared on Facebook. A very nice man. I said, could I borrow those pictures? Because he had more than one. Because I would like to use them. And he was very nice. And he said, yes, I could. So here it is. So he saw the vase with the box. And boxes, I've told you before, boxes always win. I always say, oh, J.G. Durant, da, 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 da. But now, here we go. So, the vase is called Windsor, so I know that Rubis, which I think is ruby, because on the other picture it said Rubio, so I think it's in different languages. And then you've got Luminarc, J.G. Durant. Now, J.G. Durant is like the parent company for a few other companies. It was like its own glass company, and then it had bought other companies and had other brands. So it's in Arcs, France. Luminarc is one of their brands, and the other one which you will have heard of is Crystal Darks, which is, oh look, Crystal of Arcs. Yeah. So anyway, J.G. Durant it is, although Luminarc is probably as a subsidiary or a brand is the name. J.G. Durant is the name of the company. So there you go. And it's called Windsor, and I never knew that until I saw this box. So I hope you enjoyed that. Because I'm a polite kind of person, I did ask Phil from Heart of Glass Facebook group if I could borrow his pictures of the GJ Durant bars there, the Windsor one. So just don't go nicking people's stuff without asking, unless it was kind of freely published, but yeah, still, he published it, I asked. Polite. Anyway, with that said, there will be a part 6. All the references will be in the description below. All the details of Village Antiques Market in Weedon will be in the description below. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And have a good night. Good night.